Guys, welcome back. Another episode of The Beast and the Cowboy. My co-host, my guy here, Derrick Lewis, and a hell of a studio we put together that he put together.
The Beast, baby.
The Beast. And again, the Cowboy. We want to go ahead and introduce our guest.
Special guest, man.
And we don't mean that special as in
A little bit. Right.
but the one and only crew, Bob Perez crew.
Thank you guys for having me, man. So happy for you guys, man. This is an amazing studio. Y'all are gonna kill it, man. Y'all are gonna. I'm very proud of you
This
guys.
is a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just talking with our friends, man. That's it.
That's it. And quick little, presentation shout out here. Always got to go back to my guys here. Free, sporting the Free hoodie as well. We couldn't do this without them. Presented by Free. How do you like your Free, by the way?
I love it, man.
Popped one in?
I have one in right now. You will see me changing them out throughout the show.
Absolutely. We got a lot of different, I figure with the different strengths or potency,
I'll
you're
do it.
probably going to be,
I'll do
might be
it.
more special. By the way.
Absolutely.
More appreciation to our guys here. Buster brushes, right? Got to brush your dog's teeth in case they have Free in their mouth. We want to make sure they don't have any grains or anything.
There you go.
Keep that breath smelling fresh. We'll get you some of these Free.
I can use them.
And Derrick, we're going to have to see if the mini donkey
Ooh,
will use this. I don't know. Can you brush a donkey?
why not? Yeah.
We're about to find out.
He's what, 8 or, I mean, all the teeth are in, right? I mean, all of his teeth are in.
Unless one of them goats knock one out.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, why not? Their teeth, brush them.
Yeah, damn right. And then it won't be long. I guess we'll have paperwork this week, but Effortless Motors coming on board with us, which are our guys for any of our car needs. And we're going to be raptored up here in no time.
Oh man, congratulations! That's what an amazing thing.
gonna be cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so we got that stuff out of the way. Let's roll in.
We're going.
We got
Let's
some
go.
cool stuff going on. You got Derrick. Derrick's looking sharp as hell, by the way. I mean, camp's going good. Weights coming off. You look like you're ready to knock the slobber out of some dude.
Shit, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm in the best shape of my life right now. Mentally, physically, everything's going great right now. I'm perfect. The UFC provided me with some great peptides, and I've been taking it every day, and I've been feeling the difference.
That's that regenerate stuff. You do feel better, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Remember all that shit I was catching about looking like my veins were popping out? See, I covered up today.
I called him last night and I let him know like, dude, I was so proud of Derrick today. Dude, he was a freaking video game yesterday.
Yeah,
He was a video game. He was responding so his mental clarity. I'm not just saying this. Mental clarity was on. So I'd make a call or an adjustment. He would do it immediately. His recovery was stupid.
Yeah.
So he did his 3 5s, and then generally on Fridays, it's the lightest day. He'll go into strength and conditioning after that. But he wanted to do some heavy bag work after, and I was like, please, let's go. And I was really mind blown how quickly the peptides took effect. It's going to be a game changer for him.
I don't know if it was my mindset or what, but I used to remember how bad my shoulder would get, and I took mine. It's super liquid, right? It's almost like a water, and it absorbs super quick. So my shoulder felt better hours after.
That's
I haven't had any
insane.
problems.
That's so cool. And
Tired of jabbing needles in my ass.
right? Hey, man,
That's
it's a
just
small
insane.
price to pay. But a Coach Hollywood, how long I asked him how long does it usually take, and he was like, well, it could be a couple weeks, and he hasn't been on it that long. But if this is just like an indication, any indication of what we're gonna see is crazy good.
26 is going to be the year of the beast.
Dude, we're gonna have a great year. I mean, all of us, man, and I want that for everybody. I want all the people I love to have a great year, but I just have a feeling this is gonna be a big one.
Damn right.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be like perfect timing. Like fighting against, I guess, the guy that's ranked number 4,
I think he's 5. I think he's 5 right now.
or whatever. It would just be perfect, like set up for a title shot at the White House.
And
What is that?
that's what we're kind of hoping for. You saw what Dana said in that presser or whatever, and we don't know anything yet. When you look at the, I guess, like the current status of the heavyweight division, I mean, Derrick, I don't care where he's ranked. It's Derrick. He's always in title contention, especially if we can get through Waldo. I mean, you could argue that it makes really good, especially at the White House.
Being a
Man.
top 5 guy,
Yeah, you're there.
get in there.
Absolutely. So yeah.
There's not anybody that turns the fans on like Derrick does. Like I've never heard shit as loud as when he comes out.
As many years as we've been together, I get in like this tunnel, when the crowd. And so it kind of gets tuned out. But, in recent fights, I've kind of made myself allow it in.
Mhm.
And dude, I'll just kind of look around and I see people laughing and at what he says and like going crazy. And the sound is it gives me chills, man. And it's all for this man right here. And people love him. I mean, I couldn't see why they wouldn't want him to fight there, for
Ex-
the strap. Yeah.
Well, and that's what's cool about this platform is now people are used to one lines or what he says right after the fight and post fight. They don't understand that that's nonstop. But there's a lot of really cool shit that comes out of this dude's mouth. It makes me stop and think. But I mean, even putting this together, I had no idea. I have no idea how to put all this stuff together.
I tell people all the time Derek is like an evil, like comedic genius. But after seeing all this tech stuff, he just may be a genius. Like we never knew about it.
Just decides to turn on the E.
Yeah, he's just letting us. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I did all this. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm sober, so I could think.
Yeah, that was the first couple of podcasts. We were loosening up. We were trying to learn what we were doing.
Oh, dude. That's life, man. But before you guys did the first one, I was like, dude, D's gonna get more nervous being in front of a mic than he would, at a fight. So I was like, man, give him a shot of tequila to kind of loosen him. But I think you got some natty light, right?
I grabbed just several kinds. We found some that worked, and at the end of the day, it was money.
Oh yeah,
These have been fun.
no,
There's
absolutely.
zero structure, no design. We have no idea what the hell we're going to talk about.
Man,
I can dial that in here soon.
yeah. I think some format would be cool, but for the most part, you're chatting with your friends. It's very organic, and you're just shooting the shit with your buddies, man. I think that's what people want to hear, and whatever comes out of this man's mouth was gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people probably want to know this about you, crew. How long you been coaching?
I'm coaching now. This coming year will be 21 years coaching professionally.
Great.
I started in the mid 90s. I came in as a sparring partner. Fighting wasn't for me. I got into coaching by accident. And I think that we all have a purpose. And I think this was mine. So 21 years now, man. Almost 30 years. They will be 30 years in the game in March.
That's impressive. Then what all did you do before this? I mean, I do know, and I don't know how many people know this. There's the scientist background.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a little bit of theft prevention.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear about some of
Well,
this.
dude, I did retail. I did retail management. I worked any job that I could work when I was finishing up my degree. Initially I was going to study medicine, and then had my first child at 19. So that 4-year first undergrad degree turned into a decade, and that's where I stopped. But during that time, I just worked and worked and worked, and I did loss prevention. Like I said, choked a lot of shoplifters out.
Did you know that about him?
No,
Yeah, they had a DVD made of me. It was called like Robert's Greatest Hits, and yeah, you'd see me like in the parking lot, like all choppy, just running. But dude, it's actually really scary.
You
And
need to get a copy of that.
oh yeah, everybody's getting sued after that, man. I did a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to do, but
What? I want to hear something illegal.
like when you're doing loss prevention. It depends where you're working, but once they pass a certain point, you let them go. Bro, I fought guys in like Chick-fil-A parking lots, like the drive-through at Taco Cabana. Bro, it just turned into a challenge at that time.
Was it on Sunday at Chick-fil-A?
Or no, it was never on a Sunday, dude. But yeah, they're closed. Yeah, but no. And then I did the biology stuff. That's the only time I got to use my degree, and I did that for about 16 years. And that was really fun.
Where exactly is that line that they have to quit chasing you when you can get outside the store with some stuff? Because I'd like to know.
So with generally, how you have there's like a say Walmart. You'll have sliding doors going. Like you come in, sliding doors, vestibule, more sliding doors. You actually make the stop once they exit the last point of sale and exit the first doors. And then if they try to run through those doors going into the parking lot, there's like a sidewalk and you have the parking like poles there. That's it.
Yeah, I see some cops they don't arrest people until they outside of those doors because until then, I believe it's not called stealing yet.
What I remember, it's been many, many years, and the laws may have changed, but it was like you wanna give that person every chance you can give them to make the right decision, you know? And it's crazy, man. Pineda used to sit in there with me, and we just watch him like, "Man, we're gonna fuck some people up today," and we never got to together, but, like, you watch people walk in the door, and it was never an issue of race or whatever, like, you just kinda got a vibe, but you know who stole more than anybody? Teenage girls.
Really?
Teenage girls, man, you know,
I
you'd see them.
like your odds in that.
You'd see him, yeah, well, I'm not gonna fight a teenager, but it was always, like, makeup or shit like that, but yeah, man, and a couple of the loss prevention people that I worked with, they were, police officers as well, so it's pretty cool, man.
That's cool.
Got to do some dumb shit.
I had no idea. And the scientist background, I mean, clearly this all leads into, I understand being a coach and learning how to fight when you're taking out a 14-year-old girl for some lit books,
Yes.
but the like geology, right? What would your
Class biology.
biology?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, go on, explain that.
So geology has to do with, like, rocks and stuff,
I
and
thought you were into dinosaurs.
but that's paleontology.
Well, but either way, they're rocks now. We're looking at stuff.
Like, yeah, everybody, y'all just talking like Charlie Brown right now.
This is that shit when Bob and I are rooming together. This is when we have two old fashions and we're laying there in the same hotel room, separate beds, and we're talking shit for the night. This is the stupid conversation.
Oh, we talk about some dumb shit. But no, the biology, like I said, initially I was going to go into medicine. Once my first, daughter was born, I'm like, I can't do all of that. And I needed a degree plan to try to help me make as much money as I could with my 4 year in the sciences. So I got a biophysical science degree.
That's
And
gonna be my next. Yeah.
yeah, I went to go, I looked at like research labs, like in the Woodlands, and it just kind of wasn't for me. And a friend of mine's like, hey, check out this place. And we were contracted through the EPA. We did environmental toxicology. So anything going out into the environment, we just wanted to make sure that it was safe. And man, I did marine biology, culture biology. I was our analytical chemist, our in-house chemist, especially after surgeries because I couldn't lift. So I would just be the in-house chemist, and it was a lot of fun. It was cool. I still talk to my old boss, and he's a massive fan of Derrick's. Actually, Derrick used to go. I remember some of the first paychecks when he'd meet me at the office at the lab to come pay me,
Cool.
And then I'm like, all right, buddy, I got to go back to work, And then I quit that, and that's been 2016. September of 2016 is when I started coaching full time.
Wow.
And that's all I do now. And I love it, man. I get to be with my friends every day and get to go to work in shorts and got a great business partner. And
They
yeah.
probably frown on that when you are
Yeah, I couldn't no shorts in the lab for sure. Yeah, for sure.
samples floating.
That's right. That's right.
Is the company still around that you used to work for?
Yeah, they're actually out in the Woodlands now. The one that you would go to was off the Beltway. I don't know if you remember or not, but they're out in the Woodlands. And like I said, I still talk to my old boss and check on him, and he checks on me, and it's really cool. And I plan on doing this. I plan on being in the fight game in some capacity until I'm done.
Yeah.
But I could always go back to the biology work if I ever wanted to.
Who's your inspiration to like fighting, being wanting to be a coach and stuff like that?
Man, honestly, Dean, I never thought I'd be a coach, dude. Like it was just kind of an accident, and I think I had a way of just getting to through to people and help them understand, fighting.
Yeah.
It wasn't until later, because I always looked up because I grew up boxing, so the Customatos and the Angelo Dundees and people like that I always really looked up to, and I got to do an ESPN show with Angelo Dundee, and this was in '08. And that one to me, that's the one time where I'm like, God, I wish I would have asked him for a picture. But he was the sweetest guy I've ever met, so knowledgeable. We had weigh-ins the next day, and Pineda was fighting, and I was the second one there. Angelo was the first, and She's like, Coach Robert, how's your guy's weight? And I was like, I think he's good, sir. Well, I've got a bunch of tricks. If you need them, I can really walk you through. I mean, like,
Oh,
and just he's one of those guys,
mm,
when he trained Muhammad Ali, there's some really cool stories about that too. So you should look into that. Angelo Dundee,
that's very
legend.
I don't think I can ever be a coach
Or
because
not.
being a parent already is hard. So
yeah.
my students would, I probably try to look at them like my kids. Probably have to try to whoop their ass.
100%. Well, the thing is, I can't whoop any of their asses anymore. I used to for some of them, but that's the thing, though, D'Lo. You know how much I love you, and like all the guys. You are a parent at that point. It is another set of children, And right now at the gym, between the boxers and MMA guys, we have 120 fighters.
Good grief.
But you have to take a genuine love and interest in them, and um, like I've told you, man, as a coach. I have to be selfless, just like I do as a dad and you do as dads. But as a fighter, you have to be selfish. You can only think about what you need to get that win and stay healthy and, keep
That's
moving on.
I tried, like, whenever you try to give me instructions and stuff like that, I try to listen because I know if I was the coach, I'm about to hit you in the back of your head.
100%.
Jab,
Oh, yeah.
jab, fool.
All right, Steve Garcia. That's right. But man, my coaches, boxing coaches, Muay Thai, like it wasn't even called MMA, like Valetudo. They were all very mean, and I mean, I still play baseball when I can, but my baseball coaches were mean. My football coaches were mean, and it was all out of love, But I don't respond well to that, and I think a lot of fighters don't, So I just try to be a pretty positive coach.
Yeah, everybody's got a different way to get through to them.
Hmm.
Different motivations and honesty. Even in the corner, you got to talk to everybody slightly different, or it seems that way.
Absolutely.
Some people want the truth, some people want a little bit of fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And it is like being a parent and figuring out how to get across to each one.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
120 kids out there is
Yeah.
It's like nowadays too, it's like a lot of kids are real sensitive.
yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how the coaches will have to handle that because you really can't even yell at these kids nowadays because now all of them got mental health issues now. No problem with people out there with mental health issue, but it just seems like it's more common nowadays than ever.
Everybody's got a crutch.
Everybody's hanging that on just mental health issues.
And I mean, I'm older than you guys, but I know like when y'all were coming up in high school and stuff, like I never heard about that stuff, man. That was never, man, coach would grab me by my face mask or call me a piece of shit or a pussy, or whatever he did to get through to me.
Now, there were
And not
class-
once did I take like offense to it,
there were there was a much smaller level of qualifications in school. Your parents drove you to school, you rode a bike or walked, you rode the regular bus, or you're one of those short bus kids. That was all there was.
Yeah.
4 classes of kids.
No, for sure.
Your mom, your parents said you don't got no nerves. They said, "Oh, you're getting on my nerves." You ain't had no nerves when you was a kid. You had none of this mental health. Oh, I don't feel like doing this and that. Your parents ain't trying to hear that. They're gonna whoop your butt.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You have some mental illness. They gonna whoop you.
I'm our middle daughter in high school. She was, and I won't say so much, but she didn't want to get her ass out of bed. She told Jen, I need a mental health day. I'm gonna leave it at that. She got her ass up. She got her ass up. But that's kind of the thing. And with the fighters, if you gotta rip into them, then you do. For regular students in your gym, that's a different case. But as far as athletes and fighters, man, you kind of have to. Bobby and I don't know if you remember this, D. It's been several years. My partner Bobby Benton at the gym, one of the best boxing coaches in the world. We would get paid for this local high school team to bring their varsity lacrosse team in. And we would, put them through a workout. But the real reason they came in was for us to rip them a new ass.
Yeah.
Because the coaches couldn't do it. And the coach would train at our gym. And they're like, guys, I need your help. They're too soft and I can't say anything. Coaches are getting fired for just doing what coaches do. So that was fun. That was fun. But man, they broke. They broke.
Well, you guys do some of those different programs where you bring in like pro athletes and things from the NFL or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The Rockets will do like team builders there, and the Texans will come in, and some of the Astros have come in.
And it's a whole different level of durability and
Buddy, let me tell you, the athletes at that level, they're so like dialed in at everything they do. They take it so serious. That's why they are where they are, man, because they don't half-ass. They don't half-ass. And they're totally cool with getting, chewed out,
Yeah.
you know?
How's Carrera Jab? I know you worked past with him.
Man, Carlos so I trained him and Lance, okay? So Carlos was actually the more technical, but Lance was a scrapper, dude. Lance McCullough was a scrapper. Um, Carlos, there was one where he was breaking up a double play, and he actually elbowed the guy.
Mhm.
And so I posted it, and he was like, "That's all you, coach." And I'm like, "Thank you, buddy." But no, man, I mean, technically, he's very good, very strong. Um, it's obviously before he got, before he left, and he's, back now. But I think the guy could fight, man. He could fight Lance as well.
That's good.
We tried to get freaking Bergman up there, but he didn't want to come do it. He didn't want to come do it. But no, man. And at the time, they were like 26, man. They were babies. And you forget, like, these guys are multi-gazillionaires and, they're my daughter's age at the time, it's crazy. But just damn good people, really nice people.
That's important too. And I think you draw that out of a lot of people when you put them in a fight scenario, because there's a lot of pseudo tough guys that you throw them in there and they start getting their ass whooped and they realize the guy that you're working with, sparring with, fighting, whatever it may be, doesn't just lay down after you start thumping on him and he fights back. It changes. It's kind of character revealing on a lot of these people. And
Well, I mean, that's a lot of even like fighters, like they're cool with beating somebody up. But when they start fighting back, that's the difference.
yeah, I think you run into that a lot. And everybody wants to, nowadays, anyways, back when this all started, and you've been doing this 21 years, um, guys came in and fought. They didn't care if they cared, but wins and losses wasn't as big a deal. There's a lot of can crushing that goes on now.
Mm.
Guys that don't really want to fight, they want to beat somebody up. Watch too many Netflix movies or whatever it may be where they expect to just be able to go out and beat somebody up and that's a fight for them. And it's not that. It's like you need that opposition of realizing, you know what, I got my ass whooped today. That's okay.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Nobody likes to lose,
No.
but you need to lose in the gym. That way, hopefully, you don't lose under the bright lights, man, for sure.
When you guys, with that many fighters, you guys run crazy records through the year. I mean, you'll tell me at the end of the year when we talk.
Yeah.
Um, like what was your guys' gym record last year? Do you remember?
Oh man,
Or did-
I mean, this year I got to tally everything, but last year I think it was like 120 total fights, and then or 130, I forget what it was, and we were like at 81, 82% win rate. But it's not just MMA; it's amateur and pro MMA, amateur and pro boxing. I mean, to the highest level, bare knuckle, amateur and pro Muay Thai, kickboxing, amateur and pro. So we've got a lot of karate combat, dirty boxing. So we've got a lot of venues or avenues rather to play with.
rules to remember.
Yeah, yeah. It's they're all different, but you just put on that hat whenever you're cornering.
I know once it's all said and done, I know probably gonna miss fighting. Just like the people you meet and stuff like that. And some cities you go to, if it wasn't for fighting, I would never have seen New Zealand or Croatia and places that I would never even
Philippines.
think about going, or even Philippines.
Yeah. That's the thing. I say the same thing all the time. I've hit, I mean, like 40 states, 5 continents, and like 19 countries, and I would have never. I've been very lucky and blessed to. And like I said, I fell into this on accident. As a biologist making no money, man, I'm never gonna see these things. I'm never gonna do these things. I'm never gonna meet these people. So yeah, I think you are gonna miss it, dude. As I think we all will. We all will. A lot of good memories.
What's been your favorite place you've gotten to go for any of these fights?
I gotta say Vegas. Vegas always been my favorite city to travel to. I haven't been to Miami yet, but Miami outside of fighting is probably my favorite city to visit.
Miami. We've done a couple down there, right? The Kevin Wonderboy
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
And,
Miami and Orlando out in Florida.
yeah.
The Orlando fight, I think that was my first pro fight.
Yeah, it was Jack May.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
April 2014.
I guess you got to say I had a bad experience after the fight in Orlando. Good and bad. I met Shaq for the first time, and the bad experience was someone stole my cell phone.
What?
Like in the suite we went to. and I locked the door.
Oh yeah, Derrick locked the door. He's like, nobody's fucking leaving until I get my phone. No, he's like, I'm gonna turn my back, put the fucking phone on the table.
It was probably like 20 people in there.
That phone slid right back out.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I was like, man, whoever did it, I'm fucking begging you, please leave.
I went to the restroom and I came back. The phone was there.
Perfect.
Because I mean, and honestly, man, I'm a freaking old man, but I'm like, okay, if Derrick starts fighting, I'm gonna start. Everybody's fighting, and I don't want this shit. And whoever's in there, Derrick's gonna wreck you. So give the man his phone
So
back.
I had it sitting on the table because it was charging. So I was like, okay, I'm in here with. When you in a suite, usually it's people that got money, so nobody ain't gonna be trying to steal.
Yeah.
But
just-
to go to show you, it don't really matter.
And luckily you had the theft prevention captain right here.
What the fuck would I do with Derrick, man? Like, I mean, like, I can't help this. I mean, I'm a little freaking
off, push Shaq up against the wall. Like, we're gonna have to pat you down real quick.
Oh, dude, for Halloween, I'm like, hey, dude, we need to do a couple's costume. The Shaq and the General. Yeah, like, Shaq and the insurance, that national insurance. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you know what? That works. It works, man. But no, it was mind blowing because Derrick, when people first meet him, and I think we get used to him, but he's a massive man, and people like he's huge. And then you see Shaq with D, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. That is I mean, gargantuan human being, man.
And a 5 foot tall wife?
I think so. I think she's like 5 feet tall, man.
That's not his wife.
Is it not his wife?
No.
I haven't know.
He ain't married. I'm sure he ain't never get married again.
He figured that out.
You got so much cat thrown at him. They just trying to see how big it is.
That poor woman. Who had one of them punching bags that fall over and goes back. Yes. Terrible.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way that microphone was being moved earlier.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know who did it like that, but that was not very masculine.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I can't imagine though who's like, you know what, let me go ahead and steal Derrick's phone. It's kind of like I was watching our on the drive down this morning, our second pod that we did where you were talking about that guy tried to steal your car.
Oh jeez.
And how you yanked him out of the car. He didn't get the door locked in time, and you yanked the door open and pulled him out. And what the hell do you stop? Like when you are gonna steal a car, you're like, you know what? That's the one. That's a nice car. That guy's going inside. He won't even notice. And then Derrick Lewis pulls you out of all people. It's like, to hell with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad life choices.
I mean, and just imagine the guy, trying to do what he's doing, and this fucking shatter just isn't, because that's what Derrick was like right behind him. Man, that guy shit his pants for sure, dude. And he pretty much just slammed him on his head. Right?
Tombstone him.
Yeah, DDT, whatever.
And I grabbed his arms to get him from around me. So basically, damn near like pinned him on the ground. Then start hitting him from there.
And to somewhere out there, that guy's gonna watch this and be like,
oh yeah,
I remember that day. I don't remember
that day.
Then there was some lady screaming, "Oh, stop! What are you doing it? Why are you hitting him?" I said this MF tried to break in my car. Then she said, "Good, that's what he get his ass."
Hold it, let me hit it.
Like about 5 and 6 other people just came, ran and helped me to hold him down until the police came.
That's
when this one guy started yelling at, "Stop moving! Keep your ass right there! Don't move!" And I looked at him and just started laughing. He looked at me. Then he just got all scared and he just ended up leaving. He just staring at me the whole time. He got in his truck and just drove off. He just stayed looking at me. I'm laughing.
because he felt like he was helping, and then he realized
He got louder than everybody that was there. And he just yelling like that. I was like,
we got in the car and he's still breathing. So I just broke up a fight.
How long was what, like 4 years ago, maybe?
yeah, about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out at Memorial Park here where he would go run. And I need some
Party bus. I'm a party bus there.
You're doing a sprinter, yeah.
Yeah, it was raining that day, so I didn't want to drive no other car but that.
The party bus. Leave all the. I'd never seen the car showcase like he's got over there.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. And
I always feel so stupid because that first time I dropped pigs off, I showed up in a Mini Cooper, and at Derrick's to drop pigs off, I'm like, ow.
And Lambo, McLaren, Ferrari,
Mhm.
big old truck. No, but honestly, man, like, and this is as a coach, and I mean, he's my family. This is the shit that I love to see. And I'm always told him, your money's your money, but I never want him to have to fight because he has to fight. I love this man. So, the only thing I ever said all these years, just be smart with the cars, okay? I'm like, you can only drive one at a time,
You need to work it.
but I say it out of love. I say it out of love, but at the end of the day, that's what makes him happy, and I want him to be happy. He can always sell them, you know.
He can sell them, and you know what? We got this, like I said, 26, there's gonna be new cars coming because 26 is gonna be that year.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be
Can we say or no?
Yeah, we can say whatever we want. This is our show.
No, I'm saying about the
What we're
effortless
getting?
motors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Effortless
yeah.
Motors hooking us up. We're getting, because they worked us a deal. We're gonna have a segment brought to you by Effortless Motors going forward when we get a little more structure. And um yeah, they're pitching us, they're giving us cars for the year. And I told them I didn't need a Mercedes or a BMW because I'm a little too, it's not gonna do me any good. I can't even haul a donkey in one of those down to Derrick, or whatever other mini animal we decide to bring him.
Yeah.
But I can in a Raptor. And so I told him, and he said, I want one too. So we got some Raptors.
Dude,
Yeah, he just said you can get any car you want. You don't want a Lambo? I said, no, I don't want no, man, I don't want no.
those Raptors are nice, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to try the Raptor, so I just told him to give me a Raptor.
And you went with the black one?
Yeah.
I saw he sent me. They're so nice, man. They're so.
The Raptor R, yeah, it's like 750 horsepower. He's crazy.
And so you had that one, you had the white one, and then you had that gray, like.
I think I'm gonna go the gray one, yeah.
That was
Because the white one, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's lame in the gray one.
Did it not go through? I'll send you a gray one too. We're gonna get change it out.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I got you. I'll send it over now. But yeah, that's gonna be a nice little
Okay.
that's gonna be a nice addition that we could do. Because hell, like I said, I can't be delivering pigs to this man, or mini donkeys, or mini cows, or whatever.
Yeah.
In a Mini
The Mini Cooper, no. But you can do it in the Raptor for sure.
Raptor. I'm sure they're gonna love that.
Speaking of that, what's your next animal, man? What are you gonna get?
Hopefully the miniature horse.
Miniature horse, or
Oh, the Highland. You can do the Highland.
get him.
Oh yeah, and also the cow. What's your cow?
But so you're the cowboy. This is your specialty. So when he first told me, I'm like, man, I don't know how well it'll do because of they're so bulky with the with their fur, their hair. And if you get one from Weatherford, they're already pretty much shorter and acclimated, I guess, to the hotter weather.
Yeah, and they can all acclimate, and especially coming in the wintertime, we're gonna be pulling them in an area where it's still gonna be winter down here for a couple of days, right? It'll be below 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, shit, they live out here anyway. But there's so many mini animals we can get. I got that little miniature Bramer bull. Well, that he's that big.
Like boomer size, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, he's built for the desert. So we can.
Yeah, I need all miniature animals. The only reason why, because I want to be a cowboy, but I'm scared of horses.
Doing messages.
So I'm scared of horses, I'm scared of cows, just the big ones, just because they're eyeballs. The eyeballs
You're the
creep me out.
fucking worst cowboy ever.
And those, what about their eyeballs freaks you out?
They're just creeping, man. This shit too big, and it just seemed like they're always staring, searching your
I'll
soul.
tell you what's so crazy, dude. And like when we're back at the shoots, and I mean, he lived it. He lived it. His whole life. Well, from like 11 when you started competing. Okay, so man, when that bull gives you its side, so they'll be in front and they'll start doing their thing, but at least like, okay, I need to get out of here. But when they posture, so they'll just kind of give you their side so you can see how big they are. That's a threat, man. They're like, I'm fixing to come at you. And I remember at the last PBR, it was the last January when we weren't, they're like, hey, y'all be ready because they'll just jump right over at any time and freaking kill you.
Well, when we were at the bullfights, they were, I mean, from me to you, and these bulls they weren't big, but they were still going back and forth. There was a little Mexican fighting bulls, and I saw one kick, like I saw Derrick, he kind of flinched and brushed something off, and I'm like, oh, great, that bull just kicked shit all over Derrick. And it turned out it was dirt, so like, whew. So I thought we were going to have a beast battle right there. Oh,
I just want the only one got some shit kicked on him.
Yeah.
There's other people there.
I always
All
fall.
people.
Whenever we're somewhere else, I fall. Like I just fall. The sniper gets me. And I had sheep shit. Like when we were in New Zealand, and my little ass just went all the way down the hill just shit all on my ass. So I got sheep shit on me
Yeah.
on my Reebok kit.
Every fight week, he always falls.
I fall. Does he? No.
Always. No matter where we at,
Yeah.
trip and fall.
Yeah.
I mean, you're close to the ground. You can see what you can
Well,
still.
he got big ass feet for his height.
I do have big feet for my height.
Is he like 5 foot with size 10?
So now I'm 5 feet tall. God,
You're gonna be 4'6" by the time.
well, I do have the back problems, so I think that's why I'm
You're
shrinking.
compressing. But that does make sense. That I've noticed that he does got a big base,
Big ass feet, yeah.
hard to knock over.
But you, on the other hand,
Oh God,
go at size 4, right?
He's a little floor or women's floor.
Like seriously, like you women's boot size.
Oh, he wears his little Prince boots with a heel.
you know we're 4 for 4 now and talking about shit on the podcast. We are
I'm just saying.
3. No, I think we're 4 for 4 talking about my feet. They are size 7. Yeah,
Not normal. I've never seen a man that size.
You know what? I have some conversations with my dad about that in the inadequacies of his genetic pass down. But then I looked at his feet and I'm like, he got screwed too.
Well, dude, somebody's got to have some like tiny man foot fetish, man. Go making money, girl. On OnlyFans.
I Tate.
Oh, Tate.
No, I do. I especially because you and I will wear a bunch of the same stuff on fight week, same size shit, like same size shirts, pants, everything. And then Bob's shoes will show up too. Like this and mine are half of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You have very dainty feet.
It's scary. He's a 15. I'm a 7. That means both of mine together. It's still not one of his.
Actually, man, so
That's
the first time, I know I've told you this story, the first time he went to the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo Cook-Off with me, Jimmy and I go pick him up, and he's wearing like J's and his jeans. I'm like, nah, buddy, we got to get you cowboyed up a little bit. So we stopped at a Cavender's on the way, and I'm like, man, I don't know if they're going to be able to fit this, man.
Hard to find them.
And man, he got some nice. I think he got some exotics that day. He spent some cash, but I think he got 16s.
Well, because I looked all over and I found a pair of 15s in Vegas when we were there, and I went and got them. And he tried them on. They weren't even close.
Yeah, there wasn't a wide. There was like a small type.
Yeah, that's what you got to get like the double E's for him, man.
It's like a full cow on each foot.
Oh my God, yes. God.
But shit, I didn't know they hurt your feet like that. You wear them for a few hours, it still hurts.
So this man could beat the absolute dog shit out of me anytime he wants. But I've seen him cry because his feet hurt from wearing boots.
There's a lot of person to carry around on.
He's like, Bob, my feet hurt. I'm like, motherfucker, what do you want me to do? I can't like carry you. Like, just suck it up and walk. That's why we did walk a lot that day, bro. Holy shit.
I'm just trying to see how the girls feel when they wear red bottoms. And they had their shoes and their hair off. That should have been me in my boot.
Just see over the shoulder.
Yeah, so. Oh yeah, he's doing like the walk of shade with his boots.
It's over his shoulder. No, I have seen. Let's see, what party was it that we went to? He was Prince.
That was my 50th.
That was your 50th birthday. I've never seen you that drunk because you had your hair.
Oh, as the night progressed. Oh, his too. It's the night, and then every photo.
Right in my ass off.
Derrick, oh shit. Then Derrick would just I love you, but I love you too, Derrick. So then my wig would go down a little bit, and people were hugging on Derrick and his wig. And he went up to, I don't know if you remember, but Mr. Dr. Barnhill and his wife. They'd never met Derrick before. Big fans of Derrick, but he comes up and he's like, don't y'all just love 80s music? You know, like, and they're like, yeah, we love it. You know, it was great, man. But now,
there was no AC in the building.
no, they're hot as hell. Remember, we had that big, there was a big storm that had come through, like, and all the, you know, power had gone out or whatever. It was like the night before. But after one of his fights here in Houston, there was a bar that would do his like after party, really cool place. And they paid him really well. I'm like, dude, let's get drunk, you know, because they pay him by the hour. I'm like, dude, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And man, he was ripped because people just kept buying him shots. That's why I got so ripped. I went through like a bottle and a half of tequila that night and like 10, 11 beers.
Oh, Pete.
But he was like, Bob, I'm hungry. So burger, well done. I said, man, y'all kill that thing. I mean, burn it. So he takes a bite out of it and he's like, Bob, come on, seriously? And he like shows me. He's like, you see that red? I said, motherfucker, that's ketchup. It was ketchup. But he was so gone, man. But I I love the after parties with D. We don't really do them anymore, man. I think we've outgrown it, but man, we had some fun.
After parties at fights are kind of weird though, because by the time you've been there all week and it's all the high stress getting up to that point, and then you win and it's everybody thinks it's excitement, you're happy you won, it's relief, right? We've talked about that. It's just relief that
Yeah.
you're done with it and everybody's,
And
and then nobody really wants to hang out.
Man.
Everybody's kind of like, to hell with y'all. We love you guys. Let's all go our separate ways for a few days.
So for sure. And honestly, man, like, after like Nashville and it's played that way the last few fights with D. And, we'll just go chill in his room, maybe order a couple pizzas or whatever, have a beer or two, I'll smoke a little bit, whatever. And we just want to go home. You know, fight camp is long. Yeah, fight week is stressful. The fight is super stressful. And especially after you get that win, you have that relief. But like, man, I'll be with the people I love, and it's time to go home.
From a coaching standpoint, it's like I didn't get nervous when I fought near like I get nervous for my guys that I care about when they're going out to fight. You got Derrick going out, you got Kev going out, you got Remiz. Some of these guys, you're stressed. Like you want to see them, you want to make sure they're happy, healthy, safe. You don't even care at the outcome. You want them to be, you want to win, but as long as everybody's safe. But for me fighting, when I fought, I just didn't have that. I wasn't worried about.
No, man, because you go into like that protector mode, and what can I do to protect this guy? Nothing. But man, you feel like you have to, if I could be in there with him swinging out, I would, but I can't. So you just hope and pray that you got him ready enough, that he stays healthy, that we get the win. But I've had hundreds of fighters, man, and I've never ever gotten as nervous as I do with D to this day. I mean, he'll tell you, he's told you I'm in the back, and I have kind of my superstition or my rituals that I do, but right before they're gonna like walk in 5 minutes, I'll go and I'll go to the restroom, whatever, and in the locker room, and I'll pray and just kind of do my thing. And then from there, it's I give my dry heaves. And once we hit the tunnel, I'm good. Once we hit the cage,
We're fine.
I'm fine. I'm at home.
It's always so like with Kev, you've been there with Kev. It's funny because you can always tell when Kev's going to be on point because he'll stop at the curtain. He'll walk behind everybody. They all think he's leaving because he's nervous, and he just cuts ass like nobody's business.
So do it at the curtain. Go do it. You get
And then yeah, sometimes you'll crop dust us on the walk out.
Oh, you sure? Yes, bitch.
I remember that one time in Dallas.
I told you the story.
I'll let you tell a story.
All right, guys. I don't know if I can do this because you really had to be there. But just try to put yourself here. So this is 2017, I believe it was May. It was my birthday weekend, and there were fights in Dallas. And D knew it was my birthday weekend, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to go to Dallas with me? I got to do, meet and greets and stuff." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, man, let's go." So man, we had a great time, and they were shuttling us everywhere. So we're outside of the hotel. It was me, Derrick, David, and this fan was there. You could tell that he knew a little bit about the UFC because he saw D, but he didn't quite know who D was, and D just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah, I just walked away from everything. So I mean, let's just get some fresh air for us.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy came up to start talking, and he started talking with me, and then he realized, big man. And so this kid is so happy. He's maybe 21. He's happy and asking questions and like a little kid.
Yeah.
So Derrick, with that face right there, just that stone face that he always has, as the guy's talking in conversation, rips the loudest, longest, nastiest fart I've experienced in my life, to where we threw up. So fucking David throws up. I'm dying laughing. I'm crying. I start throwing up, and that fucking poor guy, he just kind of looks at Derrick and just walked off. And yeah, dude, but I mean, I'm an old man, and that fart was fucking epic, dude. That fart was, it's the stuff for the nightmares are fucking made.
The guy ain't say nothing about it either. He just said, Howard, I don't know.
Beast. It's like he tasted that shit, bro. Like, cause it was in mid conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even get a break. I'm trying to get a break from everybody. My air just keep coming up to me.
Bro, that was
How to create your own barrier.
wow. But you just picture it, Derrick, just like this. With just this, and I mean, I'm talking world, like Guinness Book World Records or fart. You know what I mean? Pretty sure he shit his fucking pants, dude. But dude, yeah, it was that when we threw.
We're out there. That kid is 25 now, and he's just starting to get.
Oh yeah, still just getting over it, man. Get some fucking therapy. Talking about trauma earlier, man. You fucking gave that kid some trauma. Oh my gosh. I know that was a great one. That was a great one.
And that was on your birthday week. There's your present.
Happy birthday, Bob. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
And you know, that's the thing with D2, that almost like that fedor. Like we see Derrick smiling and happy, but for the most part, man, like stone face, man, and that's the look that he had.
My kids are like that too. Braden.
Oh, Braden especially, dude.
Yeah.
Man, he like literally like cutting base, man. That's Derrick for sure.
He was out helping us the other night.
Yeah, that's his twin, dude, for sure.
Yeah. Sweet kid, just marching right along with us. Yeah. But just like you said, stone faced, and he's bigger than either one of us. So this guy, like,
God, yeah. Sir? Yeah, he's how old now?
12.
12. And so Sean is in what size is 14? So he's in a 14. Braden, I think Sean's gonna be a lot like taller and like I think he's gonna be like 6'6". Good. And lean. But I think B's gonna be built like D. You know, he's going to be another 15, 16 shoe.
Man, he's 13 size right now.
I mean, just imagine the money that dad's got. He got to keep fighting.
Yeah.
For damn shoes.
Then Payless gonna go out of business. I'm like, damn, I used to get those shoes.
That's what so we were talking about it the other day. I was like, you know, I grew up poor, so my aunts would usually buy me like that nice pair of shoes that I needed for school, you know, and mom and dad get me like the Pro Wings. And when I go play outside, I was either barefoot or in them fucking like the shoes that I played in, man, you know.
That's funny.
You're playing in like these really nice fucking J's.
Yeah, I usually got, my sister's shoes. Apparently, because just say, it's there exactly my purpose.
So you got say shoes.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to start getting women's shoes showing up in the mail now.
Why not?
I did actually ask because Free did a deal with Ariat. I think I told you, and I mentioned it to you, but they did a deal with Ariat where they have some boots made that have the Free logo on them. And the guy told me the other day, he said, give me sizes and I'll ship them out. And I said, you got a 15? And he goes, no. Okay. What about kid sizes? What do you got? So
we're gonna you go to like Kids Foot Locker?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Maybe I still wear
money.
I still wear LA Lights. What are you talking about?
There we go. There you go.
LA geared.
Yeah.
Kev bought us all it was funny, he bought us all Jordans probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he brought mine to me and he's like, those are nice, cowboy. He's like, them's girl size, but they're nice. And he legit bought me female Jordans, which I still have them. They're cool as hell.
I've seen them.
He gave Travis Luter his, and being a shoe head, Travis looks at him, rips the tag off, puts them on, laces them up tight, and then starts bouncing on his toes, getting the creases in. He's like, thanks, Kev. These are great. Kev goes, those went from about $800 to about $100 just now.
I love it, man. You know, and that's one thing, like, so like I'm a boot guy. I love like my boots and, with shoes, man, like, I mean, I just know what I like. And like, I'm in my 50s, man, like, but man, some people take it so seriously. I didn't realize, honestly, like, cause I'm not in that scene, how big of a business it is, man. I had no idea. No idea.
Footwear is important.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, especially as low as the ground as I am, I guess know this people's shoes.
I'm right there too. I'm right there too.
What you sent me a pair of ropers you were looking at the other day?
I didn't do the ropers. I'm gonna get those Caymans instead.
Still waiting on my hat, man. What's going on?
I meant to bring I got your case for you and April's hats. Y'all got too. That guy just got back from the NFR show that we saw him at, Jalen. Yeah. So he'll get started on yours and get it shaped up, and I'll bring it down to you. I'm just gonna have to bring.
Do you do the summer felt for him? Is that
I got him a summer felt coming, but he's also got that. What was that you looked at that day? It was 1000X. right?
Oh, you haven't gotten the 1,000 still.
No.
Look,
He had to wait till after the show, and then I haven't seen him, but we're getting that one custom made because he measured his head and everything that day.
so is that the Resistol?
No, it's a JW Brooks.
Okay.
So the same as mine. They're,
Oh,
they're all
the Resistol was 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you've got the one, that silver belly you bought, the real nice one that you got the other day.
Mhm.
That was a 30X. That's a nice last hat.
Yeah.
And then I forgot. I think you got April, the 20X too, right? Yeah. The black one. That's nice. It's nice as hell. And then he's got that 1000X coming, and then our summertime felts are all 100Xs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When we stop and think about it that way, it's like most people, you're lucky to get a 10X. But we're getting some good stuff. And it was funny because Tate called me the other day asking about hats and everything. He said, "Do I need to get a hat?" And I said, "You're really trying to be Derrick, like 100% across the board." And his dad was in the car waking, and his dad goes, he goes, "I got a hat." He said, "It's made out of mink." And I said, "Well, that's not a cowboy hat. That sounds like a soft shoe pimp hat." I think we need to be careful. We got different kind of hats, right? So, yeah, no, our cowboy hats, and because like real talk, Derrick's cowboy.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Kev's become cowboy.
100%.
It's like a bunch of my fighter friends are more cowboys than most of the guys that I run around with or knew growing up. So
100%. And man,
we got to get them good hats.
it's such a cool, and because I grew up here, I'm the only one in my family, that wasn't a real cowboy. I'll dress the part. I appreciate the culture, but I don't think people understand the work that's involved and the lessons that are learned, dealing with animals and such. And like seeing Derrick do it, man, like, and then have the boys be around it. It's going to teach them a lot of lessons, man.
Explain the difference to people that might not know about the X's on the hat.
Oh,
The
you want to do it? You want me to do it for
thanks.
So when you buy, well, evidently straws now, but felts inside, can you take off your felt and show them? So that's 100X right there. So that is 100% beaver. You'll have some that are 3X, 10X, 20, 30, 40X. So that's the percentage of beaver that's in that hat. And then when you get 1,000, it's amazing. I think
It's a specific part of the beaver. It's like all the belt. Remember, he was explaining to us that day. It has to do with the quality of the beaver, which we all love quality beaver. I mean, let's be real. But
real talk.
yeah, the X's are. A lot of people think that you get triple X and that's about as good as it gets, but really you get the headwear.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. When you were bull riding, he's wearing 100X. It's going to get trampled on. He could fold it up, put it in his pocket, and they could reshape it. But then you get a 3X. It's done. It's done forever. So
Well, I gave you that 20X that I used to ride bulls in.
yeah, Fabian's wearing that one.
And it's funny because even though they're pretty indestructible, you can still see like certain creases in it where I either landed on my head or caught a horn in the melon.
Absolutely. There's history.
There's still creases everywhere
Yeah, buddy.
where it broke the felt.
Absolutely. So, man, like, I'm sure you'll feel the difference, because I've got, like a 40X that I wear all the time, and I'll have a 10 or 20, and just they're the same size, American hat company, which I love, but they feel different. As you go up, they feel different.
I know the boots that I got now feel different than the ones I had before. I don't know if it's just the quality or it's the size or the make
I
or
think
what.
it's probably everything. What kind of toe did you get? Did you get a square or?
It was
Yeah.
square.
Okay.
So
You know what we'll do?
that's probably what it is then.
For
The
sure.
other one was pointy.
And these are more comfortable, right? Or
Yeah,
and wider.
We'll get because like Kev shot that water buffalo with Mick Maynard and I last year or whenever it was. I can't even tell my years, and we had to get the hide tan and then get a custom pair of boots made for him. We need to do the same with Derrick and get a custom made pair of boots for him,
Oh, I'd be sick, man.
because that way they can measure your foot and do it the right way. It'll be comfortable.
Yeah, hopefully everything be ready for the rodeo.
Let's do it. When is that? February?
It's good. It's good. Well, if I'm not in Mexico with you, then I'm going to be at that cook-off, and he's going to be with me. I'm going to sponsor a tent again this year.
Are you?
So yeah, we'll have.
And that's through Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street will do it, and then
You got to give the gym some love.
Main Street Boxing Muay Thai, baby, since 1986.
So the boxing is in front, because I always botch that. Then
Yeah, Main Street Boxing and Muay Thai, because it started as a boxing gym. It was just main gym is what it was. But yeah, for the rodeo, it starts the 28th for the cook-off, I think, that weekend, and then we just go from there. But man, I definitely want him to go.
Oh, we're getting that 1000X on yeah, we're gonna get that, dude. We're gonna have you pimped out, ready to go to that thing.
Oh man, and he looks the part too. Yeah, the very first time I saw him, like that very first trip, man, there was a really cool picture that you took by your old truck.
No, it was Jimmy truck.
Was that Jimmy's? And I was like, man, he looked the part, buddy. You know, and he is a cowboy now. He really is.
That was before my feet started.
That's right. Oh, at the end, he's like, his mascara is all fucking like, right, his pine and shit. Vader, like such a tough man that could just kill me whenever he wants, crying about his damn feet.
You know what though? Like I said, that's a lot of body to be carrying
It's a
around.
lot of body to be carrying.
Like
for
we were
sure.
talking about these Raptors, and I was trying to say, hey, mine's gonna be faster. It's got about 200 pounds less body to drive around.
Right? I love it. I love. When do you think you guys will get the trucks?
Probably within the next couple of weeks. I mean, we're gonna try to cinch everything up. We're working on that other deal we were talking about before, trying to get that stretched out to where we can line all these other things up to where they fall in place. But yeah, that's one that we should have paperwork next week, and then we'll just filter them in on the pods like we're doing and blow them up. And this is turning into something cooler by the day.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, said it several times today. So proud, man. Like, and then to see D do this to, like, say, you'd rather fight somebody,
Yeah.
but to see him kind of getting out of his comfort zone and kind of showing the world a different side of him, or a side that I think they want to see. It's really cool. Really cool.
100%. And really, he's getting pretty comfortable with all this. I mean, he talks more than I do on all this stuff, but I talk nonstop.
Not today. I haven't been drinking, so
Oh, that's why I was like, I was smoking last night. I'm like, hey, if I'm talking too much, just shut me up. So I made sure I didn't.
Have you talked to him when he gets high?
yeah.
That was great.
Because Bob will call me at probably 4 nights a week.
Yeah, always at 8:30 when you're getting out of the gym, and that's when I make my calls and drink my whiskey and smoke.
Higher than I won't even say,
Yeah.
but you usually can tell because as soon as you answer, hey buddy, what's going on? And then he just goes.
Yeah. And then as soon as I'm done with you, I go inside and get freshened up.
Yeah.
Done. Done.
Jen never gives you a hard time about that.
I don't speak to Jen. No, I just kidding. No, by the time I get to bed, man, it's already kind of like, because I'll usually do like a hybrid and just, I've had 11 surgeries, man. So I started smoking because it just, my body, it just helps, man. And I have the type of brain when it comes to fighting, like, I can't stop thinking about your fight. I can't stop thinking about your fight. I didn't like this drill that I did today at the gym. I need to modify. My brain won't stop. I can't sleep. So I smoke to help, relax my aches and pains and just kind of make my mind relax.
You do get very invested in everybody you're training, everybody you're putting out in the cage. You are super invested in emotion.
Oh, absolutely. I always, when you win, he did it. If I post about it or whatever, he did it. But, I always say we're fighting. And I don't mean that as disrespect to the fighter because it's 100% an individual sport in that aspect. Once it's time to hit that ring of the cage, it's just them. But I truly feel like there's a part of me in Derrick or in you if you guys are fighting because I try to give you, so I feel like I'm in there with you. And I think that's why I get so nervous as well. Aside from the love that I have for the fighters, it's like, man, I am vested in this, man, for sure.
Do you recognize his voice like when you're in the midst of a round? Can you hear his call outs? Does it register with you?
Yeah, I just gotta weed out the other midgets. The midgets have a different type of voice. Oh, I don't know if you could say that. Where little people have, little person got a different type of voice when they're yelling.
You do think about that as like you in the corner, Hollywood in the corner, all these like
Yeah, they all small.
we need to just dress y'all in overalls with yellow paint. Y'all just minions, like just minions in the corner.
Yeah, I had to just look at them. Then I had to see their voices, lips moving.
I need to take like a helium tank. It does make my voice like super pretty, like a balloon. It's like, come on, Derrick.
That's what it sounds like already, though.
Need more bass. That's what it is.
That's what it is, man.
Need more.
Well, yeah, I try to listen for my coaches and stuff like that. That right there helps me with my nerves and let me know what I'm doing, if I'm winning a fight or what I need to do. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
I like to hear them guys.
Well, and that video went around again a while back about the best corner advice for the
Oh, the bull,
Volkov fight.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool because it just kind of resonates. I've learned a ton about how to corner better and just more appropriately from coaching you so much. And uh, just the way that you break it down clear and concise in the corner, be honest. And it is a small window of time. People don't realize you can't be in there.
You got about 40 seconds, buddy. And not just for you to speak, but coach one, coach two, coach three, you got about 40 seconds. And we've done it together so much. I'll kind of say where I say, coach, go. And then when you're done, if there's still, coach, go. But 40 seconds is not a lot of time. And then you've got the camera right here. You've got the cut man working. You've got the commission there. It's a lot.
I hate being mic'd up for the corner. I
It's
hate
hard.
it.
And people don't understand how difficult. You do it in front of the world, so you say the right things and, that's cool, but you say the wrong things and it's not cool.
Yeah, sometimes you can get your leg squeezed for saying the wrong thing.
That's right. That's right. Uh,
Well, like whenever I first started, my coach before Bob, all he used to yell out, just get up, Derrick, get up. Don't even tell me how to get up, but just wanted me to get up. So that's the reason why, like in most of my fights now, um, I just get up any type of way, and no technique involved or nothing like that. Just straight get up.
and, people joke about it all the time that jujitsu doesn't work on Derrick. And yeah, so look, it took about, it was until the Roy Nelson fight, which was International Fight Week 2016. So he'd already been in the UFC for a little over 2 years. And I remember, because Crow came up with him and he corners with us. And I'd be kind of like, man, he needs to do this. He's like, he's good. I'm like, no, he's not good. Like, he's getting mauled right now. And there's like, he's good. So I kind of had to start learning how to trust in that, And then after the Roy Nelson fight, I'm like, I need to stop worrying when he's on his back. So Roy Nelson, I think he was a Henzo black belt, at the time, he's getting people with his crucifix. He knows jujitsu really well.
And that
Got it
belly.
in from hell.
Gross.
Yeah, man. One hitter quitter with his overhand. And, the camp, it was a relatively short camp. But, I told D, when he gets the side mount, or if he gets the side mount, we've got to stay tight because he's going to look for that crucifix. So he gets the side mount. And I'm telling Derrick, I said it twice, he wasn't that far from us. And I'm like, I need you to bump and give me that underhook. Bump and give me that underhook. And he looks at me and goes, I'm good. And then proceeded to just bench press Roy Nelson off of him like nothing. And after that, I'm like, I need to just let him do what he does. Yes, absolutely. He's okay. But
Do it just to breathe, just to breathe. A lot of people panic whenever someone is on top of them, and so me, I learned don't even panic. Just like that's the time you need to relax and plan your attack. And so that's what I do every time.
that's cool. You're a black belt, and, the one thing D has that you've seen, uh, his sense of space is much higher than I think people, identify or recognize. As soon as he feels that he has some space, he's gone.
He's gone. And he understands fighting. Like we watched that at your house the other night where you had gone for a arm triangle on, not even gone for it, but you were kind of,
And pots, yeah.
and Joe was commentating and, he made his comment about, you didn't know what to do. You know what the hell you're doing. You know what's going on. You have a very, very strong awareness of all the positioning and everything. And it's like, when you're safe and when you're not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you damn sure big enough to throw a dude off you.
100%.
Yeah, I just don't like submission, winning by submission. I just don't feel like I got all my aggression out by just submitting somebody.
He made that very clear to me from the beginning. And, and I get it. I'm like, as the coach, I'm like, dude, if the choke's there, just choke him. But then he's like, I don't feel like I won. He goes, I don't feel like I fought him, and he's a violent man, sweetest guy you'll ever meet, but not in that octagon. He's going to try to hurt you.
That's an interesting thought. That's actually, I get that because I'm not big enough to really knock that many people out. Right?
Oh, yeah,
I have to fight other guys on the yellow brick road or whatever it is. But if I had lunch boxes for hands,
Jesus.
And every time I touched somebody, they went to sleep, I'd be wanting to knock the slobber out of people too.
Oh, yeah.
I did hit a guy out at the stockyards one night though. Man, I hit him right in the ear, and I watched his feet come up over his head and his shoe go flying off. And my buddy picked his shoe up and threw it on the roof of the bar. And he was out like a light. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think I hit him.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even feel like you caught him.
It's like hitting a home run.
Yeah, most knockouts, I felt like I didn't even touch the guy. I missed. It's like no pressure, no blowback or nothing like that on my fist. Just seemed like, oh shit,
Is
I guess he out. I'm looking at his eyes. So I said, oh, okay, I got him. Like the Travis Brown fight. So I tipped it. It felt like I tipped it.
Yeah. I got a story that was right here. So he short circuited. He actually caught me like that in the gym, Derrick. And I thought I was going to die. And like, it wasn't as hard as he hit Travis, but it was hard enough for my little ass for my legs to go.
when they say punching down takes the power off, right?
So punching down, I was actually, that's the fuck off there. Yeah. Shit. The feelings me too. Like, I'm like, that is all the time. Oh, shit.
Okay, is that true?
Well, well, punching down is very hard. Yes. And it does take pop off. I actually talked about it at the gym yesterday. But when I say stay small, you can always, honestly, you don't even want to punch here. I'll kind of always want to punch up. Okay. When they're punching down and you stay small, you see people, even people on the street where they're doing like they miss a lot because punching down is very hard. So yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
No, it makes sense. And not shit. We're the same height. I just got boots on today, so I get. He would have knocked my head off.
Yes, yes. But no, man, D hits. Oh, when we first got together, he would tell me, hey, be ready to move your head. When I'd hold mitts for him, he's like, be ready to move your head because I don't know where the right hand is going to go. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me, dude? Like, so even now, even though I hold high for him, I have to, I still kind of have to move my head. He punched me the other day on accident. And
Been a while.
yeah,
Been a while.
no, this week he punched me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he punched me this week.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah,
So it was
I
actually.
didn't feel it.
yeah. I didn't either. I was like, every time I just like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, that you let me kind of.
Imagine the stories Jen gets when he comes home because we always inflate it for our wives anyway.
Man, Derrick hit me and I flew across the room and I just walked up like it was nothing.
Nothing. Nobody makes me believe my own.
Right? Man, I've seen him work some motherfuckers in the gym though, man. Poor Larry. That is a down ass friend.
Larry Crow is the man, and
Larry takes the worst ass whoopings I've ever seen. And he does it he's like, I don't know, 40 fights now. He's been there for you.
every team's got one. Remember, I forgot. Kev he'll pull punches all camp when we're training, and then fight week comes and he beats every little shit out of me. And it was bad enough. I think you were with us
It was in Newark.
when RoboCop Rodriguez. Remember, he was beating me up, and Gregory Rodriguez came over and he like patted me on the shoulder. And he's like, "Are you okay?"
That's right.
And I'm like, "Shit, ain't nothing."
Yeah, man. He fucking lets you have it. Yeah, you're the guy. You're the guy. Better you than me. Holy shit. Because Kev fucking cracks too, man. Son of a bitch. He cracks.
Long old lanky ass arms.
He cracks, man.
What about do you? So you got in the coaching game. Do you ever wish, like, I wish, thinking back now, if I would have gotten into any of this stuff earlier when I was riding bulls, it would have been a lot more fun, because I was still riding bulls professionally when I got into training and everything, and took my first fight, and I realized fighting people, I wasn't getting hurt as bad as I was riding bulls. I was like, man, this could have been, it was still just as scary for me. But do you ever wish you would have gotten into this stuff earlier and had a little shot to take some fights?
No, I mean, I was supposed to,
Mhm.
and they always fell through.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I had the contract with Jeremy, and then at one point I hit up Mick and I was like, hey, I want to fight this guy, and it didn't happen. So, and I did like kickboxing and Muay Thai smokers and boxing as a kid, but it just wasn't, I think, supposed to happen for me. And as a younger coach, that's kind of hard because you still have that chip on your shoulder. Like, man, I want to fight too. And I remember begging my first coach, like, man, I want to fight. And then finally he's like, all right, fine. You want to fight? Go over there, they'll fight your ass. And I knew it was, and he was right. I wasn't ready. But man, yeah, I mean, no, to answer your question, I'm happy with the way my life has turned out.
Yeah.
I think this is what God put me here for, and I love my life, and I have all my faculties about me, and my whole thing was I was never very good, but I was just tough. So, my brain could have been mush by now, dude. So it all worked out the way it was supposed to.
That's true. That happens a lot.
You know, you just, I mean, honestly, and I truly do love it so much. It is heartbreaking. I cried a lot of tears, but the joy that you get from seeing people succeed, and it's the best feeling, man. It truly is.
It also is a lot of drama also in fighting, like with the coaches, the fighters, the managers. There's a lot of stuff goes on behind the scene a lot of people don't know about. It's a lot of snakes in the grass out there. There's a lot of managers that's in it just for themselves, and a lot of coaches out there in it for themselves, and there's some fighters also. It's like you really got to pick and choose who you're gonna really trust because damn near everybody gonna try to mess you over in this game.
That 100%. I remember you were fighting locally, regionally at the time. Master P had an event out here.
Master P.
Master P. And I remember him saying, he's like, man, I thought the fucking music business was dirty,
Mhm.
which I'm sure it is. It obviously is. But man, the fight game is it's rough, man. It's rough. It's hard. And like you said, it's the drama. That's what makes it. I mean, fighting in itself is to me like one of the hardest things you could ever do. But then you factor in all the extra stuff, and it's taxing, man. But then, like I said, you meet the right people, and it's beautiful. It's a great thing.
Our fight weeks are a blast. I thought just going hanging out with you guys during Nashville this year was a freaking blast. Oh, that was Salt Lake was fun because we all kind of had the same locker room. That was a great.
Oh, yeah, it was a
That was a
good
great
week
trip.
too, and it was beautiful there.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
But yeah, you got to have the right crew around you because there's nothing worse than having one guy that's off in the corner all week and it just throws everybody out of whack and you got to mesh up with everyone. That makes it hard.
It has to be kind of seamless. And if there is any shit going on with the coaches, the fighter can't, be affected by that. A fight week, man, I don't want that fighter worried about anything but making weight and fighting. That's it.
So fighting to me is mental. I say this all the time. It's mental, and can't have no negative Bob, nobody talking down on nothing. Like just straight positive. Even if the coach believe you about to get your ass whooped, still just you put in your fighter. Hey man, you got this guy, and trust me, trust your training, this and that. Just gotta be positive because we going into a fight that trying to fight someone that didn't do anything to us. So we try to look for any edge that that's out there because this guy didn't do anything to me, so I got to try to hurt this guy, even though he ain't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
So we got to have this mental thing in our head and say, oh, we have to go out here and try to kill this guy.
Yeah.
You touched on that on the last one and it made a lot of sense. I was actually talking to Luder on the drive this
Oh,
morning.
everything I say makes sense.
Everything. Smartest man in the room. You're sure.
He is for sure.
No, but really, I mean, I've enjoyed the shit out of talking to Derrick more on these just than I mean, we've gotten to be good buddies anyway across the board. But just the insight he gives, right? Because he gives there's provoking thought that comes when you sit down and let him go and let him cook. And you brought that up, and it's something that most people don't really click. Like they see highlight reels and they think, oh, I can jump out there and I'm just going to fight this guy and the crowd's going to go crazy when I knock him out. It's kind of hard to want to beat somebody up, hadn't done shit to you.
Yeah.
And you get paid. I mean, they try to motivate you with, hey, I'm going to give you one check and I'll give you a second check when you beat this guy up, but it's not always that way. And yeah, I mean, I think the Nashville fight was cool because you seemed dialed in from what I saw when I got there. And then once they started running their mouth at weigh-ins, something triggered with you where it was like, it pissed you off.
It pissed me off. And then I told D, I'm like, hey, this is what they said about you. Cause it's that motivation that he needs. And like, all right, man, let's go. And every time before he walks out, cause he's Derrick Lewis all the time. And Derrick Lewis is a sweet guy, man, very loving guy. The Black Beast is somebody else. So right before they're like, all right, you're about to walk. I'm like, all right, buddy, time to be the beast. and he has to flip that switch. And I'm telling you, from the time he hits that walkway, once we pass the curtains and it's starting to happen, he'll kind of take his time getting in, pray real quick, and as soon as he hits that octagon, he is 100% the beast. And generally, I can look in his eyes and tell, okay, he's a bit nervous right now, or he's feeling himself. We've just been together a long time. But man, like as a coach, and I've once again I've told you this, and it's always with D. I look up, I'm in the corner because I leave right before everybody else to make sure I'm sitting first. And I look up at him and, I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking proud of you right now. Like
Yes.
it really hits me when I look at him and I can't even imagine what he's feeling, what he's thinking. And he's got this other fucking monster across the cage from him that's going to try to rip his head off. And he's doing this for his family, you know, and I just like this sense of pride comes over me because I don't think people realize how fucking hard it is to get in there.
Well, and all the steps it's taken to get to this point.
Yeah.
Like, does it ever click with you? Like, it's dumb, but I think we were in shit in Miami. I think when Kev fought MVP,
Mhm.
and I looked up and they did a blurb where I was talking about Kev's grappling, and it had my name and my face up on the big thing, and I was like, "That's me. I'm from a town with no stoplights. Like that's me talking, and it is surreal for me. That's one fraction of an instance. You're Derrick Lewis. Like, does that click with you? Because you've been Derrick Lewis since you were born.
No, I wasn't.
Who were you when you were okay? So this is
I was Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Shorty barefoot running around the neighborhood. This country boy.
Well, but then that's what's cool is you went from that to where we're at now, where I mean, shit, everybody knows you. And
Yeah.
like you sent me this video the other day of you putting this stuff together, and there's Longhorns and shit behind. Like I think I mentioned it to I might have when we were talking earlier. I'm like, the scariest, most dangerous human in the UFC is actually putting up shit to accommodate me, my little nerdy cowboy ass, on our deal that we're doing. Like it's surreal for me, but this is every day of your life that you've built this and got to this point, and you've been a huge part of that. But that's just a cool, like when you stop and look at it that way from the outside looking in, it's a cool thing you guys have gotten to accomplish.
It is amazing, man. I'm very blessed to have been a part of this, and we're gonna be together to the end. He's gonna be my friend till I'm dead, man. And it's just one of those things. Like I said, I'm just so proud, man. So damn proud of him. When we met, we met long before we started training, and man, he didn't have a pot to piss in, and he'd been through some stuff in his life, and to see him go from that to where he's at now, that's all I want. It's like, you want for your kids, same thing. And man, I'm just so proud of him, dude. So proud of him. But he ain't done yet.
Hmm. And getting a belt at the White House,
That would be nice.
and we'll give it back when we're just decided to be done with this.
There you go. There you go. But man, we've talked about it. I'd love to see him do some acting, some WWE type stuff, man, and just keep making money. And I mean, keep doing this, making some money. Just do what you want. Have fun.
Well, we got invites to get on, and I got to talk to Derrick about it more later this evening. But we got invites to come on like the Sandman's Pod and some of these pro wrestlers that are, I mean, shit. I don't know them all, but Dolph Ziggler, Booker T, all these guys want to come on our show, which is a whole WWE fan base, which is great. But it ain't shit to do with me. It's
Oh, it's D. And we've discussed this. D is just my boy D. My brother Derrick. And people freak out over him. And it's just so weird. Because I'm like, that's just my friend Derrick, Well, what is he like? Just Derrick, man.
Everybody always want to know what I'm like. I hear that a lot. Oh, what's Derek like? And the people's like, shit, I don't know. So because I don't really show something really.
No, I mean,
that's what's cool about this though, is people are gonna start to see a little bit more, and fuck, they're gonna be bigger fans,
yeah. I mean, and I tell people he's really kind of an introvert. He's a quiet, private man, but he's also, he's obviously a high level fighter, but he's an entertainer, and he understands the value of marketing, and
Yeah.
these things honestly aren't premeditated. People are like, do you know what he's gonna say? I'm like, dude, I don't know what he's gonna do in the fight. I don't know what he's gonna say after the fight. I said, I'm like, yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. Dude, with a Volkov when my balls was hot. He takes off his shorts and he hands them to me. And I go, what the fuck are you doing? Like I kind of, and at this time, like this was 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in for 4 years in the UFC, and they're very strict for some things. And he goes, watch. I'm like, okay. And there it went. And I'm like, I kind of put my head down. I'm like, oh, he's fired. He's gonna get into so much. And dude, it's the best thing that he could have ever said. So I'm looking at it like a dad, like, or a businessman, like, oh, don't say no, dude, say more. Yeah, like that's what I learned from that. Say more, say whatever the hell you want.
You told me a story about you were somewhere and you'd went outside to have a cigarette and there was a guy, you said like a middle-aged white guy with a "My balls is hot" shirt on. And
We were in Dollywood.
What's that?
Well, Jen and I were the only Mexicans there. It's Dolly Parton's like amusement park. And this guy, that way she's in the gift shop, and I go outside, and there are these group of guys, and they were from Louisiana. And one of them's like, yeah. And then he said, my balls was hot. And this was like 2 years ago. And he had on your original shirt that you sold. And I'm like, dude, we're in freaking like Pigeon Forge, like Tennessee at Dollywood. And this guy's talking about something you said many years ago. So, man, and to this day, you post about Derrick. It could be anything. Somebody's going to put, if not multiple people, was his balls hot?
women,
Balls, yeah, all
women,
it's never women. It's
It's always guy.
women that'll be like, "My balls is hot." I'm like, you are.
No way. I wish.
That was
It's always guys.
That was Travis told me the same. We were somewhere and some guy at a truck stop came up and they're like, "Are you Travis Luter?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so I took a picture with him and he turns and he goes, "It's always truckers. It's always old white people, old guys. I mean," he's like, "It's never a woman." No,
Yeah, exactly. I guess I gotta go to Thailand or something like that if I want
we
to
are
a woman.
mixing
Because
matters.
there, my balls are hot.
that is right space. When you retire, I'm going to take you to Thailand, and you're going to corner some Thai fights out there with me, and it's going to be great.
Corner a lady boy.
Yeah, well, that boss is hot. It's have you been to Thailand?
No,
It's fucking wild, man. That's a wild go there. I actually sent a picture to Becca yesterday because she didn't remember. Uh, this was for her first world title, so she was like 16 at the time, and she was fighting in Chiang Mai. So we started Bangkok, and we would train out there, and then we took a team out there and fought in Chiang Mai. But the place we stayed at the guy was very well connected, and it was going to be a resort. She had a main house that was just this little mansion, immaculate, and everybody that was there got their own pretty much house. And there were these gun towers there, and that's what she didn't remember, the gun towers. And I made it very clear because, I was still kind of jet lagged and can't sleep. So I told him, I'm like, sir, just so you know, if it's the middle of the night, you can come out and smoke. And so he tells all the guys, he's like, nighttime, Bob smoke, no shoot. So I'm like, well, thank you for that. Cause they would have fucking plumped my ass, dude.
Zick 20.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta show you.
Your accent pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time there, haven't you?
Nice. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time in Thailand. But no, dude, it's a different world. I think you guys would really like it. The food
Yeah,
is
the most
amazing.
beautiful women have,
Beautiful women, what?
they have the wrong plumbing over there from what I've heard. I've heard if they're really attractive women, they're lady boys.
That's the gun tower. That was one of them. They have multiple gun towers that were just there. And who are you on camera? Oh, come on now.
No, but don't scroll though, because we don't know what.
Yeah, we've seen all that, Bob. We've seen all that.
William, yeah,
All that.
zooming in.
Oh, that's it. Bob smoke, no shoot. But man, there's a place like it's called Soy Cowboy, which is street cowboy, and it's in Bangkok, and they look kind of like strip clubs, but they're all whorehouses. And then you have like Nana Station, which is really freaky stuff, and have the lady boys there kind of have their own like domain,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll never forget. Everybody fought, and it was in Chiang Mai, and we're walking back to the bus, and Corley and I, we passed this uh, strip club called Purple Rain, and all the girls were outside. So, and he lived there for a long time. Man, Corley fought a lot out there. He lived that life. And I already knew. He's like, just keep walking. Because they're like, Swaddy Ka. As soon as we're walking by, Swaddy Ka. And he's like, keep walking. So I just want to egg it on. I'm waving at him. I'm like, Swaddy Cop. And, blah, blah, blah. It's like, keep walking. But man, they hustle out there, dude. They're going to try to get some business for sure.
They're aggressive with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nope. And you know what? It's like we all know that about Thailand, and these guys that continue to go back over and over again.
Yeah.
I have to draw some conclusions.
So, well, I mean, like Bangkok is Muay Thai and it's sex tourists. That's it's big business out there. And you see things out there that here in the States that you would never, ever see. And over there, it's really just kind of the norm,
When I got stuck in Amsterdam this year, there was I was reading one of the pamphlets talking about the red light district, and it said like do's and don'ts, right? It's like, you know, no singing in public, no cussing. This is a family environment. You will see sex acts on the street. It's like, where do we draw the line here? Like, I'm just not understanding.
Yeah, yeah. It's so no cussing.
No cussing. I don't remember all the rules. I just stopped when it was like,
It's a family environment, but
yes,
you will see live.
yeah, we'll see live
Yeah.
sex acts, but it's a fam. Don't you dare sing or curse. There's children present.
Wow. Would you want to go to Thailand, dude?
Yeah, just I like Thai food. The spicy stuff.
It's amazing.
Just to try the food.
It is amazing.
Did
You
you
eat all everything else.
did you run into, like, when you've had the food out there, is it kind of like, because everybody thinks Chinese food is great, and then you go to China and I thought it sucked.
No, I mean the Thai food here. I mean Houston is. I think it is the most diverse city in the United States, and it reflects in our food. In some of the Thai food here, like Kru Pong, he's like OG teacher here. He had a great place called Thai Gourmet, so it's very very good Thai food. And to me, it was very similar, but the food was different up north than it is, in the south. But it's damn good. Being Mexican, I like spice. But I'm telling you, the Thai spice is different.
Different.
The Thai spice is different. And, a lot of whiskey, a lot of spicy food, and a lot of fighting. It's fun.
That sounds like a dangerous environment for me, because if I drink too much whiskey, I'm gonna want to fight. And it sounds like everybody over there can fight better standing up than I can.
Yeah.
And then the women that are there may be dudes. This just sounds like a big lottery draw for me. I don't know that I want to play that game.
Yeah, you should definitely go check it
That
out.
sounds
You
terrible.
should go fight. You get you a good fight.
I don't want to go fight over there.
Why not?
My ass, I got one eye.
Oh, that's true.
You got one eye?
I'm blind in this.
You know that?
That's why I had to quit fighting. I
Not really.
detached that retina in my last
I
fight.
thought you just looking like that because you high on.
Because I'm high.
I help you see.
I'm a meth head.
Well, I can see that most cowboys are.
Well, it makes sense. That's how I keep my weight down.
MCT.
Oh, you're good.
I got a free pouch
You
in.
ain't grinding too much.
No, I haven't started clicking,
Mm.
but we say all this, and Derrick gonna make me sleep in the guest house for sure now. Cause he'd be like, you don't need to be looking around at all the nice shit I got in my.
Cameras. I got cameras.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah. And where's his phone? Keep an eye on his phone.
Right. I room this door getting fucking rough, buddy.
No.
And speaking of the Cowboys, it blew my mind. We're at the PBR here, and these kids, man, they're babies. These Cowboys. Their level of craziness to me, and you saw it, bro. They're like obsessed with Derrick, and they're just fans. And we're backstage, and we're by the shoots, and they're asking him questions about his fight, and they'll get called. Okay, sir, I'll be right back, and then they'll get on a 1,600-pound killer and come right back and talk to him, and I'm like, you guys are freaking insane.
You have to be like,
I thought they was bigger than what they are. Them guys.
It'll be bantamweights. It'll be bantamweights, man. About 4.
So 3, 5, 5.
Yeah, 125, 130.
Yeah, I thought he was like bigger than that.
they're little tiny guys, and it's like Ross Coleman was the big bull rider for a while, and I think Ross was like 6 foot and 180 pounds, and that's big.
That's huge for you.
I mean, that is big.
Well, how
For-
big is JB?
JB's maybe 5'9", probably
About 170.
not. Maybe now that he's retired, but
Okay.
he's probably 145 when he was
Really?
going. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, shit. When I was going to PBRs, I was, depending on the day, 5 foot 5'6", and 140, 145 pounds.
So, like Eduardo, my old fighter, his father-in-law, Sean Egg, he's a massive man now, and he's older now, but he was riding with Lane and
Yeah.
Ty and those guys. And I know the bulls were bigger then because they buck different or whatever.
Just
But they looked like bigger men at the time. Because when he was riding, he looked like a freaking middleweight.
Mhm.
Is that true? Were the Cowboys bigger?
A little stockier.
Yeah, he's sawed off dude for sure.
Everybody was a little stouter, it seemed like. Now these kids, though, now they're little tiny, like, they're tiny guys. They're jockeys.
Yeah, yeah.
And, but you did have to have that mindset. You had to be able to, like, click it off and, okay, I'm gonna go do something that I might die in the next, matter of seconds. So if you make it fun and don't overthink it,
That makes sense.
then you can get through it without having to, really process the fact that, hey, I'm about to go do something that Johnny Knoxville would be proud of.
Yeah. So I learned this from you guys. I always thought that the bull riders were like the craziest. The bronc riders, you said, are insane. What makes them?
They're all nuts.
Yeah.
All of them are nuts. Anybody that's climbing on an animal and trying to go get paid, because they're not getting paid like, I mean, PBR guys are making 7 figures a year. Some of these kids, like, I rodeoed with his dad, Luke Shalla, but Wasey Shalla just won. I think he won second in the all around this year, and he made himself probably 600 grand for the year, maybe more. That he's 19. I mean, that's nice. He's 19 years old. He's made $1 million riding animals for a living. Lifespan's not that long.
Yeah.
You don't get to do it for very long. So
For sure.
I don't know. They're all crazy.
They are, man.
It's no different than people who like to get punched in the face for a living. Like, we're all.
I'd rather get kicked in the freaking head than by even Derrick than a freaking bull, dude. Jesus, man.
It's kind of the same as in a fight, because we've all been, whether we're holding mitts or in an actual fight, there's times when you'll get, like, stepped on, or for me anyways, you get stepped on or smashed by a bull, and you have this thought where it's like, okay, am I hurt, or did that just sting a little? And then if things functioned, you're like, oh, I'm okay. It hurt like hell, but I'm okay. Versus, you get up and something doesn't bend or moves the wrong way, and you're like, I should probably go get this checked out.
No, absolutely. What was your worst injury that you had?
Probably I got hit in the face and it knocked me out.
Was it that photo that we were looking at?
No, that one didn't even hit me. I had to get on another one about 20 minutes after that one. But I got hit in the face and it knocked me out for 4 days. I was in a coma for 4 days.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. And that one wasn't fun because I don't remember it, but it was an interesting thing, because when and I'll show you guys the video later, but I got hit in the face by this bull at a practice event on a Wednesday night. I was entered in CBR in Marshall, Texas on a Saturday. And so Wednesday night, I got hit in the face by this bull. And I remember seeing the whole thing play out down here on the left like it was a TV screen. And I remember watching this bull hit me in the face. I remember seeing everybody panic and freak out around me. I remember seeing everybody, like, load me up, put me on the stretcher, get me in the ambulance. I see him take me out of the stretcher or out of the ambulance, put me in the helicopter, fly me off. And I had this presence over my right shoulder that I was completely at ease. I was watching it go on. I was just like, that's what happened. And I was totally at ease with everything. And then when the doctor woke me up, or when I came to, I guess, several days later, I told the doctor, they said, do you know what happened to you? And I told him the yellow Power Ranger got me. They said that is not true, because I don't think the yellow one could fight anyway, right?
I think that was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl.
It probably makes it even better.
Yeah, right.
So they kept me another day, and they asked me the next day, because I knew what happened, and I started crying. I told them Simon Cowell kicked me off American Idol, and they sent me home. And I mean, a few days went by, and I realized what day it was. And I was like, shit, I better call the CBR office and tell them I'm not going to make the event on Saturday, because it was a Friday at that point. And so I called them. I said, hey, I'm not going to be there tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, that event was last week. Wow. So I lost, like, all that time. I didn't know what the hell happened.
Wow.
But
That's wild.
yeah, that was probably the worst one. I ruptured my pancreas when I was 12. That wasn't fun. And I hadn't broken any bones or anything that I had casted, but
Yeah.
I've had all sorts of good stuff happen.
Man. Well, I fell off my 2 arm breaks. Well, I had one Jesus Rivera broke my arm, but 3 years old, bareback, broke my arm.
Really?
8 years old, bareback, broke my arm. So horses and I love them. I don't think they love me very much.
Dude, horses they're like women. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. They know that energy. They feel you, man. If you're nervous or
I'm starting to think about it. It's in the eyes. Derek's right. It's
yeah,
in the eyes.
yeah. Well, is it true that you see that wildness in their eye until you break them, or do they ever lose that?
They breed you so much. Like I walk up to most horses and I'm like, Derrick, I can get along with horses. I know how to calm myself down. I don't trust them some bitches at all. So they don't trust me either. So they always get that wild look out of them.
Oh, they'll kill you, man. That's for damn sure.
What is the has there ever been a time like you talked about getting domed by him? Um or your shoulders. Like I know your shoulders kill you from holding mitts and doing as much as you have.
Mhm.
Um what's the worst like from a coaching standpoint, what's the worst that you've ever been like, shit, I'm gonna take some time off? Is it just your shoulders or
No, dude, my shoulders, believe it or not, are fine.
really?
My shoulders are fine. I thank God. I have no idea how. But like I said, I've had 11 surgeries. So, I've had ankle, knee, neck, chest wall, arm, multiple hernia surgeries.
The throat.
The throat, the neck, right there.
I remember that.
But
Yeah, you coached an event with the bandage over UFC that.
they did the surgery, and I think it was like 2 weeks later. I went and cornered Derrick in New York. Um, but and that's one thing, man. As long as I can move, I'm gonna be there for Derrick, man, no matter what. Um, but as far as like time off, I think that probably like my knee or my ankle, because I just couldn't do a whole lot. But no, man, just a bunch of injuries, man.
Aside yeah, I mean they're common, right? We're all gonna get them.
For sure.
Aside from the road rash on your thumb when you knocked Travis Brown out, have you ever been just like, oh shit's not right? I'm hurt. I need to take some time off.
Probably the guy in Austin, Tabor, whenever I fought him,
Okay.
we got numbness in my right cheek
Oh shit.
that never really fully got feeling back into it.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the guy that
And
yeah, what was that?
that was I think he poked me in my eye, actually. He poked me in my eye and my feeling never got back
Really?
to this day.
That's how I lost that was an eye poke. And detach that retina. That shit's serious.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how bad those are. I remember I was sparring with Tony back in the day, and I went to Perry, and I stabbed, myself, and man, it pushed back so much, dude. It was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I got decent vision again. Yeah, but like you see these slow mos now where and they're like, did you really get eye poked? And then you see it, and everybody's like, oh man, that hurts.
I remember mine was I as soon as because I got eye poked and then I came back in the second round, I just snatched the guy up and I choked him out. And I remember my eye was fuzzy and it was kind of like blurry where, like you have a floater or something in it. And I was getting ready for a title fight in a little Oklahoma promotion a couple weeks later, and I went to go do my medicals, and they wouldn't clear me. I went to 3 eye doctors, and they said it was detached. I'm like, no way. And I told Luter, and he pulled me, said, you can't fight anymore. It's detached, you're done. And I was driving down the road with him to go corner Isaiah Gutierrez, and I was driving, and I remember this black line was creeping up on my eye, and then it just turned black. God. And I was like, that'll come back. Because, you don't want to stop and think about it. Like, I'll be fine. And it never came back. And I had 9 surgeries over 18 months trying to get it to reconnecting.
Blessed, dude.
Nothing. It's blind.
Blind is a bad eye.
It's blind.
Like,
I merge like an Asian woman when I get on the interstate.
You tell me you can't see out of the eye at all.
Like,
blurry or nothing.
I can't see you right here from right here.
There are times I forget that he's blind that way, so I'll try to get his attention and nothing.
Well, that's why you say you kept bumping into me.
When I was walking.
Okay.
It's on the blind side, yeah.
All right. I thought you was trying to pickpocket me, but
Your phone, it's an excuse to try to get close to get the Darius was. No, I bump into people on my left side all the time, and then driving down here this morning, actually, the guy next to me started merging over, and what I saw, he was just a little bit ahead of me, and I saw his mirror come over because, and it was almost to my hood, and I was like, laying on the horn, threw some fingers up that the pastor wouldn't approve of, but it's dangerous as shit. Yeah, being blind in one eye is not, it's not great. And then guys like Travis or Kevin or probably Derrick and you for sure. Now, anytime we're shadow boxing or playing around, I just get slapped right
No, hard.
because I don't see it coming. I'll get eaten up by hooks.
Yeah, just throw that right side.
Mhm.
That's it. Man.
But the Tibura story was kind of cool when we were in London this year. This with Kev, you ran into him, right? That was his last fight.
I thought it was his last fight. I think he fought again after, but I think the whole thing was, and I even told you, I think he's retired. So I went up to him and I'm like, hey, I don't know if he quite understood what I was saying, but I'm like, hey, it was an honor, that Derek, shared the octagon with you and you've done damn good with your career. And, it was very cool. But man, yeah, he and Derek fought in Austin. They had a scrap and boy, Derek got him. He
What it,
got him nasty.
he said he still gets headaches, right?
Yes, that's right. He's still when he was like, "Oh, Derek Lewis is coaching," he was cool, but he said, "Tell Derek I still have headaches to this day," and he has to continually go back for like, I don't want to say therapy, but maybe some cold, like, whatever, like cryo type of stuff but yeah, he still gets headaches from this day. And that's what I try to tell people, man. You can't prepare for the power that Derek has. You just can't. You can look and see, okay, he does this or he has these tendencies, and even if you get a really heavy hitter to spar with you, for your camp to prepare for you, bro, you can't get hit that hard that many times. So that's the biggest X factor that people never, I think, truly understand. Let that big man touch you and see what happens. It's not going to feel good. And
Or you might not feel it at all.
well, that's the thing. If he doesn't put you out, he's probably going to break something that he hits, and it just changes everything. And what I love about D, it's happened a lot. He's getting on there with his career, and you got a lot of young bucks that are coming up, and they'll call him out. Yeah, I'm like, you ever want to fucking piss off Derek? You call him out, and it usually doesn't go their way.
Nope. Nope. Like Waldo when we picked that fight with him in Shanghai.
Yeah.
I called Derrick after. I said, I just went up and told him, but he did not want that. He told me outright in front of Weston Wilson and everybody else. He said, no, every time I say his name, he says something and it's good for basically I get publicity off of it, is what he was saying. But
How does that make you feel, D, when the younger fighters try to use your name as like a way to get like a ladder, step in, yeah, step,
springboard.
yeah. How does that make that? Are you complimented by it? Are you insulted by it?
No, I'm always exalted by it. I don't care how cool the guy is or where I'm at. Yeah, I don't like it at all.
100%.
So
What is I mean, you've been doing this a long time. What are some of the other coaches that you have respect for when you're going in? Like everybody's got there's always a camp of the moment, like
Mhm.
Fighting Nerds or whatever it may be.
Sure.
What are some of the other striking coaches? Like I know it was fun when we fought Henry Hooft guy when Kevin beat up Luque.
Yeah, yeah.
It was nice to beat up a Henry Hooft guy. Is there
And I have a ton of respect for Henry. He's one that I admire and respect. When Hoffa was fighting one of his guys, Aliev, he came up to me at the lobby and he was like, "Hey, Crew Bob," he's like, "I just want you to know, no matter what happens, we're changing lives." And he's really cool. I love Joey Rodriguez from Alpha Male. Got a lot of respect for him. There's some really good coaches out there. There's some that you get lucky or, whatever, but, the ones that have really put in the work and, um, man, you have to respect them,
Yeah.
for sure.
Henry was very cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy,
He was a good dude.
great guy. And Joey's awesome.
Joey's a blast.
Joey's got real boxing.
Mhm.
For, MMA, they'll say, "Oh, we have boxing here," and, being at Maine, like, and see real boxing coaches. I've had Joey's a real dude.
I think we went and smoked with him after in LA this year after.
Yeah.
I can't hang with that. I think you guys I was not prepared.
Yeah, yeah, no, Joey, he's the Cali boy, man. He knows what's up.
Well, I think we're probably getting to about that point. I've definitely enjoyed having Bob out and Derek. This place is absurd. I'm excited for what we're going to be able to do next here. And as always, shout out to our sponsors again, Buster Brushes. We appreciate you guys. We're going to get these guys linked up to where everybody can get on board. And of course, my guys at Free, I got 2 in right now, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
You got 2? I said, take a second one.
Oh, yeah. I think I have 2 in right
You might jump up from the 3s later.
Let's go.
Oof. And aside from that, you got anything you want to cut out with, Derrick?
Well, I just appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It's gonna be more entertaining. Just keep watching.
Absolutely. Bob, thank you again.
Thank you guys for having me.
And until next time, Beast and the Cowboy.